Oh yeah, we're doing it. We do it. We're playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, baby. That's right. This is my favorite game of all time, and I already created a profile for this. And let's get going. So yeah, Zelda wants me to come save her, and I'm playing as Link. I named myself Link because I'm not clever enough to have a stupid, silly name. But that's the plot. And I wanted to do this Let's Play because, one, I feel like I can, because I've beaten this game like a million times. Setting myself up for failure, I know. But I think it'll be fun nonetheless. And I feel like I can offer some interesting commentary at the very least. And it's also a test, because I don't need to get these. Because I plan to do a couple Let's Plays like these in the future. Maybe very soon, hopefully. But that's to be seen. Now, forgive me if there's any stuttering in the video or anything like that. The thing I'm using to record hates me, just absolutely hates me, and I can't really get it to work properly for the life of me. I feel like I've got it okay now. It's recording, but it's not perfect. So, there's my uncle. He's fine. He'll be okay. And I'm gonna try to play through the entire game. Interesting commentary for sure. I'm providing that definitely right now. But be on the lookout really for what's to come, because I'm really excited to do a Let's Play. I don't want to say what it is because it's a secret. But I'm really excited to do a Let's Play similarly to this very soon. Now this isn't going to be a speed run or anything special. It's just going to be standard playthrough of the game. However, I'm going to get through the game as quickly as possible, so I don't waste your time. And also, I'm wasting your time right now as I speak, because I should have gone down to that other door. But also, I know the game fairly well. Again, setting myself up for failure, but I've played this game like... How many times have I played it all the way through? I want to say it's been like 7 to 10, like somewhere around there. Alright, fuck you then. I see how it is. No, I don't even want you. Don't talk to me. I played through it like 2 or 3 times on SNES. Played through it 3 times on Game Boy, Wii U. And I played this game all the way through in one day, one time, in one sitting, which is pathetic. But I did it in anticipation for A Link Between Worlds, and it was totally worth it. Get wrecked, son. Rickety, rickety, wreck. Fuck. So, Let's Play Curse is bound to happen. I'm calling John's on my computer. Cut that out. I'm not using an emulator. Calling John's on lag, controller, everything, and nothing will ever be my fault ever, because I am great at this game, and I'm awesome, I promise. But yeah, this is my favorite game of all time, my favorite Zelda game. Zelda's my favorite series, and this... I don't want to say it's the best one, because technically it's not. Like, I want to say it's the best 2D one, but that's not very fair, because this game's kind of perfect. But, I wouldn't say it's the best Zelda game. I'd probably say, like, I don't know, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, stuff like that. Like, objectively, probably one of the 3D ones. But this game's pretty good. It's pretty alright. This music is so good too. Now I grabbed this pot because I'm gonna do that, and if I do it again, eat a dick. I got the master key. Now the... Alright, see ya, Zelda. Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Link, listen. Yeah, whatever. I know. Yeah, I understand it. Alright, now Zelda's with us, and we can go further in the castle. So, estimating, I don't know, maybe 5 hours for this. The day I beat it in one sitting, I didn't have too much trouble anywhere, really. I think I had a little bit of trouble in, what was it? Is it... Maybe it was Misery Mire where I had trouble. I can't exactly remember, but it didn't cost me too much time, and I know that I got through it in like 5.5 hours. So I'm estimating a similar time frame for this. Okay, not even gonna kill you. I'm going for a pacifist run. This is like Metal Gear. If you don't kill anyone, I'm gonna get the big boss rank. It's gonna be really cool. I've already failed that. That joke doesn't work at all because I've already killed a bunch of people, but pay no attention to that. For those of you who don't know, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because the only people watching this are people I know, if they're watching it, and they would have extensive knowledge of everything. But this is the third Zelda game. Came out in 1992, and it's considered one of the best for sure. It's up there with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker. And I've been in a Zelda mood lately ever since the latest Nintendo Direct. As of today, it's November, what is it, like the 24th, 25th, something like that. There was a Nintendo Direct a couple weeks ago, and they showed off new footage for Twilight Princess, or they announced Twilight Princess HD. Stupid rat. They showed off a couple seconds of new footage for Zelda Wii U. That game looks pretty cool. I'm excited for that. And some new Hyrule Warriors footage, stuff like that. And I've just been kind of in a Zelda mood ever since. It's just that time of year, I suppose, because around November, when it helps, because Peanut Butter Gamer, he does a Zelda month thing every November, and it's awesome, and you should definitely go watch it. Yeah, I figured this one had the key. I keep... every time I play through this section, I feel like it's more complicated than it is. And I think one of the enemies, because later on, one of the enemies has a key, and I feel like that's the section, and I always do that. I'm just killing things. I need the money. Money's really a non-issue in this game, at least for me, because I don't really buy stuff. The only thing I think I ever buy are some potions sometimes, and see, there's the enemy with the key. I sometimes buy potions. I know for the boss in Turtle Rock, it really helps to have blue potions. And I buy the bottle, and I want to say that's kind of it. I buy the bottle in Kakariko, and you'll see me buy that pretty soon. For this game, this episode, I estimate we'll get to the first dungeon, maybe a little bit into it, but I want to end and begin all these episodes on pretty solid stopping points. I'm just gonna skip past all this because I assume you guys don't care about the plot. But then again, what do you care about in these videos? Because I'm not gonna have interesting commentary. Man, that joke just keeps getting funnier, doesn't it? Me just being down on myself. That joke's hilarious. I'm sure you guys love it a lot. Alright, so the Sanctuary music is beautiful. I love it so much. And it's done really well in A Link Between Worlds. That whole soundtrack is actually super good. But I digress. So, now we're going to Kakariko Village. The sound effects in this game are fantastic. They don't make a lot of sense. Like, enemies noticing you, I don't understand what that noise is really supposed to be, but it works. And all these sound effects really stand out. So, kind of just playing the game on autopilot at this point. We'll see. Oops. Sorry, lady. I didn't mean to swing my sword at you. So yeah, playing the game on autopilot just because, like, at this point, that's all I can really do. We'll see how far that carries me. There might be some points where I'm really confused, but hopefully that's few and far between. Alright, so, I'm going to go down here, advance the plot a little bit. Thank you, blue-haired kid, who is unimportant to the rest of the game. Now, let's have a little fun in Kakariko. That guy you can't catch without the Pegasus boots, and you get those fairly soon. And catching him... Oh, that's right. You have to have a bottle. I forgot. Well, the autopilot failed. There are 2 bottles in Kakariko. I'm going to go grab the bug catching net, and we'll get the other one. And it's weird that there are 2 bottles in Kakariko, because you get these 2, and you don't get another one until later on. You get one whenever you have the flippers. You can get one that's under a bridge, and then another one, it's a little complicated. You have to find a chest, I think in Dark Kakariko Village. Spoiler alert, there's a dark world in this game. And bring it back to a thief, and I'll show that off later, I'm sure. Because it helps to have all 4 bottles for sure throughout the game, just as a safety blanket, basically. So, got some bombs. Gonna get some rupees. If you're wondering why I'm doing this right now, it's because the bottle is 100 rupees, and I only had 50. And you get a heart piece. So, definitely not going to go for a 100% run or anything like that, by the way. This is going to be a simple, beat the game as best as I can run. But I'm going to get all the... Like, I'm basically going to do all the cool stuff that I can in a small amount of time. Like this. Like, having the 2 bottles is nice. So, I'll take one, good sir. Now, hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business. I like that a lot. I don't know if that was, like, kind of a fourth wall breaking thing, or it's trying to justify that, but either way, it's funny. I like it a lot. So, you may be wondering why I'm in here. Well, if I do this, pull on Mario's face, boom. Bye, Mario. Okay. Now, if you touch this lady, and there's another one on the other side of town, she'll call for soldiers because you're a wanted man because you kidnapped the princess. Quote, unquote. So, that's basically all we have here. We can talk to people, but not going to waste your time doing that because there's only a couple interesting things. Like, there's an old man who talks about his son, and that may come back to play later. Not going to talk about that thing because people talk about that all the time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you know, go watch any other Let's Play of this because you'll see it being talked about. So, just going to listen to the music, ignore the enemies, and be on our merry little way to the first dungeon. Sorry for the lack of commentary. It's a little late, and it's, behind the curtain a little bit. I actually was full of energy and started to record this video, and then my video player started fucking my mouth, and I had to reset because it was acting up. So I might as well go in here and show off this while getting full life. So there are fairies kind of everywhere. They'll fill your life for free, which is nice. But yeah, I was just fully gung-ho on recording this. And then my video player started, or not video player, but recorder, recording the game started really messing up, and I was sad. Alright, so you jump down here, but it seems to be doing, knock on wood, seems to be doing fine so far. So, talk to Sahasrara, the old man, and he talks about stuff, and he talks about the pendants. Now, that you can open with the Pegasus boots that he gives you later on, but why not just bomb it? Because you get free bombs. And 100 rupees. And that's just nice. Boom, boom. So yeah, this is a step up from my last Let's Play. This is direct footage with a good mic. Still same old dumb me, but you know, you deal with that as it comes. Wrong way. But my last Let's Play was the Drakengard 3 one, and it wasn't the worst thing ever, I suppose. But it was poorly recorded. It wasn't a fantastic game, and it was very negative, and I'm sure it wasn't very fun to watch for most people. Because most of the time, if you're just super negative, and don't have a way to really play off the negativity, then it's no fun to watch. But this game, it's probably boring just watching me play it, because it's me talking, but I'm way more positive on this game. It's almost as if it's my favorite game of all time or something. Almost. Maybe not quite, but almost. I'm kidding. It's my favorite game of all time. I love you, baby. Now, let's see if I can do this flawlessly. Yeah. Get hyped, son. I did that. I got excited. Hey, there's spooky skeletons down there. I lied, by the way. We're not stopping. We're doing this dungeon because it's easy. So, let's kill these spooky, goofy skeletons. Now, this room can be tricky if you try to kill them with the sword, but you can just, because they jump, as you saw back there. But if you just kill them with the pots, it can go fast. Like that. And open this chest and you get the compass. Yeehaw. Whoops. I'm just going to show off the map feature a little bit. I don't have the map as of yet, but I do have the compass, so it tells me where the boss is and stuff. If you click on that tile, Saharasla talks to you from beyond through telepathy, but we're not going to worry about that because why? So we go down here. As the game goes on, I'll get less and less autopilot. That I can assure you. And by the end, I'll kind of be a mess. I'm betting on that. Because as the game, I've beaten the game, maybe 10 times. I've played the game, probably 1 million. Because oops. Oh, that's right. It's a keyhole. Never mind. Woo, saved. I've spent way too much time on this game because a lot of times I'll try to restart it and then just get bored halfway through or something. Because I have low attention span when it comes to replaying games when they're just the same old thing. For some reason, I'm really good at replaying remakes though. I should have saved at least one of those pots, make this a little easier. Ocarina of Time, if I ever want to replay that game, it's really hard for me to do just because I've played that game so many times already. But for some reason, when Ocarina of Time 3D came out and the Kingdom Hearts remaster, stuff like that, I will blow through those games because they were a lot of fun, but it just has to have a little bit of fresh air. So we just got the big key. Now we can go open the big chest and open the big door. What do you guys think is in the big chest? Guys in the audience who know, don't tell nobody. Don't ruin any secrets now. Don't be doing that. I got a bow. Now these goofy skeletons will come down, and they'll throw heads at me because they're just a bunch of dicks. Alright, so we're going to go in here. I'm trying to pretend to be an expert because I'm not funny, so I can't be like a normal Let's Player and have funny commentary. So instead, I'm going to pretend to be a speedrunner that's not speedrunning the game and just knows the game really well. And I'm not going to be very good at that, but hey, you know. Now, this is a rupee room. I don't need the rupees, I suppose, but, like, might as well save up because I need 300 or 500 maybe. I can't remember how much it is. It's either 300 or 500, maybe even 600, but I don't think it's that high. I'm pretty sure it's 300, but I don't want to say that just so I'm not wrong. But at some point, I'll need a lot of rupees to buy the flippers later on. Those are anti-fairies. If I have a magic, or bag of magic powder, I can turn those into real fairies, and that's nice. Let's see if I can do this on my first try. I did it. All right. I think these red guys, the green guys, you can kill with pots. I don't think those guys you can. I think you have to kill them in... fuck. I was a little too behind. Normally you can kill all those little tentacle monsters with one spin attack, but I screwed it up. But these guys take 2 arrows, and unlike their green counterparts, I don't think they can be killed with pots, but we'll see. Yeah, they don't... It does not... It has no effect at all. How do you fight an enemy like that? So this Let's Play will be just me stealing quotes from other more successful Let's Players, and my friend, probably. Check his channel out, Jack and Ratchet 79, by the way. So these guys, you can kill them with the sword, but that's a measure that you really don't have to take, because you shoot 3 arrows at them and they're dead. So I'm trying to even them out just a little bit, so it's a little easier, I guess. I don't know. You'll see in a minute what happens when you kill the last one. He turns red, and I don't know if shooting him before he turns red actually has an effect. And we're done with the first dungeon, ladies and gentlemen. It's just that easy. Yeah. I won the Pendant of Courage. I won it. I didn't just get it. I won that shit. Alright, so we're off to see Saharasla Hasla. And, would you just get out of my way, please? I'm just trying to go. Alright, calm down, video. Calm down. Fuck it. I'm just walking. He wouldn't jump, man. Johns. Alright. This game is a far cry from Zelda 1 for sure. Zelda 2, it tried to do a completely different thing. But it still had more RPG elements. And unlike Zelda 1, which was just an action exploration game, this is way more of an action RPG. And therefore, it has much more of a story. And it's a pretty interesting story. There's not a whole lot here, but if you look into it, you see stuff about like the imprisoning war and stuff like that. And it's pretty epic for SNES. It's no Final Fantasy VI or even a Final Fantasy 4 or 5, but it's alright for 1992 video game. Okay, so we got full life, we got a pendant, and we're on a merry little way. We're playing a video game, you guys. Now, I'll see you next part, I suppose, where we'll go to the sand dungeon, and then maybe we'll do the next dungeon and get into the dark world, but we'll see about that. I'll see you guys later on. Link, do a spin attack! Woo!